Good to see you again.
Thank you. You're doing this very much.
You can sit right here. All right, great. So yeah, we'll go for it. We're at Mar-a-Lago. Can't even believe this is happening. We got Donald Trump, President of the United States.
Round of applause.
Round of applause. Thank you,
Round
Mr.
of
Trump.
applause,
Okay.
man. Thank you.
We're really, really excited to be doing this.
It's my honor. My honor. You come highly recommended by Dana White, and that's good enough for me.
So what did Dana say to you?
They said you are a wonderful group of people. I guess you're friends of his, and you do the UFC thing, and he's done an incredible job. And when he said that, I've been with Dana for a long time. He's been my friend for a long time, and I said that's good enough for me. But you've done a great job.
We've become such good friends with Dana. We've always been fans of the UFC, but kind of met him through his son was a big fan of our content. So it's been a blessing to be able to be friends with Dana White. He's such a good guy.
He is. He does. I tell you, I don't know what would happen with UFC without him. That's one man. They say you can always replace somebody. I'm not sure if that man is replaceable.
Definitely not.
No.
I know. What's the UFC going to be like when Dana's gone?
Well, he'll be there for a long time, so we're not going to have to worry about that, right? Don't you think?
I expected you to be rolling in here with no suit on, coming off the golf course. I was expecting, you always rocking the suit.
No, I'm a worker. I work hard. I work long hours. I work hard. I see what's going on with our country right now. It's never been in a position like this. Now we're going to get oil, I hear, from Venezuela and Iran. Now think of this, and Russia. If you would have told me that just a short while ago we had oil at $30 a barrel and even less, and now we're up to, you see what's happening today. You guys probably haven't because you've been sitting here for a half an hour, but if you were watching every 10 minutes it's like a rocket ship going up, and that's costing the world. It's also fueling Russia, but it's costing the world. The energy has never gone. It just broke a record, an all-time record per barrel, and there's never been anything like this. And we had it down to $30 a barrel, and really even less in a sense. We had to fight to keep it up because we had so much of it. We were going to be twice as big as Russia and Saudi Arabia combined, and that would have taken place in a very short while. We were already energy independent, and we already became number one. And now they cut way back, and it's all for the environment. And we had the cleanest air and the cleanest water yet recorded during my last year. So it's what's happening now is horrible. What's happening in Ukraine is it's genocide. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And because of modern technology and the cell phones and everything, you get to see all of these atrocities. You're seeing them on tape, on television. Nobody's ever seen anything like this.
So would you blame the gas prices? Is that because of this conflict in Ukraine, or is it like a combo of things?
No, I don't. I think it's because of that a little bit, but we right now would have been, if we left our policies in place, we would have been able to supply the world with energy, and you probably wouldn't have a war for a lot of reasons. Number one, Putin would not have done it. He would not have done it. This would never have taken place if you had a person that did very well in the election. I'm being very nice when I say that, too. I'm being very kind. We did phenomenally in the election, 12 million more votes than we got the previous time. If we were running, if you had the Trump administration in there would be no war, number one. Yeah. And number two, energy prices would have been down. War or no war, they would have been very low because we were dominant. We were becoming, I call it energy dominance. We were dominant in energy and getting more so by the day.
Nice. Well, why wouldn't there have been a war? Because you were in office?
No, because I understood Putin. I talked to Putin. I spoke to him about Ukraine, and I said, don't do it. And I won't go into the exact conversation, but under certain if certain people ask, I'll tell them exactly what the conversation was. But we look weak. We look stupid. Mm-hmm. We look like we don't know what we're doing. And nobody's ever seen the country like this. And let me tell you, it really began not only with a horrible, weak border, but it really began when they so incompetently withdrew from Afghanistan. I got it down to 2,000 soldiers. We were going to withdraw, but we weren't leaving $85 billion worth of equipment. We weren't leaving dead soldiers. And I spoke to the Taliban, the leader, Abdul, and I said, don't ever kill any of our soldiers. Don't ever kill one more soldier. We're going to hit you harder than you've ever been hit before. And we went 18 months without a soldier being killed, without an American being, think of it, without an American being killed in Afghanistan. Not Democrat-run Chicago or New York, but in Afghanistan. Mm-hmm. And 18 months, and then they did this withdrawal, which after 21 years was the right thing to do. But we were doing it. That's why we were down to 2,000 soldiers. But it was so incompetently handled between the death and the $85 billion. They have better equipment than almost any country in the world. And now Afghanistan is one of the largest seller of arms anywhere in the world because they're selling it.
I was going to say, Afghanistan seems like it's overlooked at times right now. Like people forget about what is actually the current state of Afghanistan right now.
Well, I hear it's a mess. I hear we're sending a lot of money to Afghanistan, if you can believe this. They're asking for money, and we're sending it. They have 700,000 machine guns, rifles of all types. They're selling a lot of them. They don't need that many. There's no way they can use what we left. They have helicopters. They have planes. They're selling equipment to other countries. They're giving equipment to China and to Russia because they're going to de-engineer. They're going to come out with a helicopter just like our great helicopter. We have the greatest helicopters in the world. They now have them, and they're going to duplicate them. Afghanistan was, I think, the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country, the way we got out. We looked like we were surrendering, which in a sense, I guess they were. To take the soldiers out before you take the American people out. American citizens are over there right now trying to get out. They can't. But to take the soldiers out first instead of last. First you take the people, then you may take some people from Afghanistan, not hundreds of thousands. We have no idea who we took out. We have no idea who we took out. But we take the people and we take all the equipment. And I said, I don't want to leave a screw, a nut, a bolt. I want everything. What about the hangars, sir? Take them out. Mm-hmm. The big leather and plastic hangars with steel. I said, you take them out. You take everything out.
What does that mean, take them out, though?
Take them out. Take them out of the country. What you do is you take your equipment out. We left thousands and thousands of pairs of night goggles, never even unpacked, brand new, better than what we have, the latest model. I understand 70,000, think of this, because who has anything? 70,000 trucks and vehicles, 70,000. There's no company in this country that has that many. And a lot of them are armor plated, unbelievably expensive, like, 10 times the cost of a vehicle itself. Crazy. 70,000 vehicles we left there, trucks and other vehicles. And I tell you, so Putin was watching. We were all watching. You guys were watching. Mm-hmm. And the level of incompetence, and it looked like we ran the airport, the riot, the bombs going off, killing our soldiers, 13 killed, but many badly wounded. They don't talk about the ones with no legs and with no arms and as bad as that and worse, in a sense. I mean, some of our soldiers were so badly wounded, hurt. Nobody talks about that. We talk about the 13 dead. We talk about the unbelievable incompetence that short period of time had. But I believe that was the beginning, because Putin would have never done it with me. He was never going to take over Ukraine.
Do you ever talk to Putin still?
No, I haven't spoken to him since, but he was never, ever going to certainly